Alright, let's get started. And if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button. And we're gonna make a new profile. Alright, let's get into it. Let me check my options real quick. Okay, I might turn the music down a little bit because I don't know if people can hear me. Okay. Hopefully my headphones don't fall off. Alright. Loading investigation 1. Hopefully my reading skills will be on point. Alright. So it looks like it's early in the morning and a man is just doing his daily jogging, and he stops to look at the view, and then he starts doing push-ups 1 and 2 off the wall, and then he continues to look down and he notices something. Look at his eyes. Alright. Bling, 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 bling. Hello? Lindsay. It's Jacoby. I'm at Marvin Vista Point. It's a homicide. Weird one, too. Listen to this. Don't touch her. I'm on my way. Alright. To start your investigation, click on an available location on the map. Locations will sparkle until you have finished all puzzles there. Okay. We have a crime scene under the Golden Gate Bridge. And then we have the police station. And then we have Lindsay. So I'm assuming we're playing Lindsay. This is a notebook. And we have the badges hints. And then the phone is where we keep our investigation docket and our investigation cards. But they'll probably get into that, so I'll probably read all this later. Alright. You need to find all of the items listed in your notebook. Search this location for each item. When you find an item, click on it and that item will be crossed off your list. The bottom half of your notebook lists important pieces of evidence that you need to uncover in multiple locations during this investigation. They will be crossed off when you discover them. If you have difficulties finding an object, you can use a hint. Alright. So for investigation 1, we're playing Lindsay. This is our hints button, so we have 5. And then these are the items to find in this location. A boomerang, a cork, a balloon, number 21, 2 umbrellas, cigarette pack, twig, a shovel, a rotten apple, and a lighter. And this one is items to find during this investigation. Examine victim's face, examine victim's legs, examine victim's chest, object belonging to victim, unusual markings on body, victim's fingerprints, cause of death, and a victim ID report. Okay, so this is the victim. I'll find all the items first. So let's see. We need a boomerang. Okay, here's 21. So I'm gonna skip around a little bit. 21. Got a corkscrew. You picked up an inventory item. Okay, so our inventory, certain objects go here for inventory. A rotten apple, a twig, a lighter, cigarettes, oh, let's use the hint and see what it does. Okay, so that's me using the hint, and there's the boomerang. Alright, room search complete. You have found all items on the room search list, but there are still puzzles or clues to find here. Okay, alright. There are no signs of trauma on the body. Claire will have to give me some guidance on what the weapon might have been. She looks average height, maybe 5'2" to 5'5". She's slender. Click on objects in room that sparkle. Items will keep sparkling until you have completed them. I'm pretty sure that's Chinese. I'll need a translation. I'd better get a picture. Alright, took a picture. Continue. Jacoby. I saw those marks. Freaky, huh? I called in for an officer who speaks Chinese. He, she, or it is supposed to report to your office. She looks young, in her 20s. Pretty. Use an object that you found to block the suitable hole. First click on the object in your inventory panel and then click on the hole. You will need to find objects to fill in all the holes. Useful items are stored in your inventory panel. I can use the items I picked up to block off some of those holes. Okay, so let's look in our inventory. So there's a crab with the crab runs away when I try to grab it. I need to block off its paths of escape. Maybe I can find some items around here to plug those holes. So the crab is holding a diamond. Okay, let's match these. So put the corkscrew right here. Put the rotten apple right here. And then the lighter I'll put right here. And the cigarette pack right there. Then I have this twig. So I Evidence: a diamond stud earring. Diamond stud earring found at the Marine Vista Point crime scene. There's a strong possibility that it came from the victim. Alright, let's check our investigation docket. Okay, these are the key items you need to find during this investigation. When you find them, they will appear here automatically. So we have a weapon, a victim ID report, we have the diamond earring, strange writing deciphered, and fingerprints. Okay, let's check the investigation cards. As you go through your investigations, you will find evidence and information which you can review on this screen. Evidence. We have a picture of the earrings, the diamond stud earring. That's the only one so far. And we have the victims, and then we have information, and then we have suspects. Alright. Room complete. I think I finished here. I should check back in at the station. Alright, let's go to the police station. So long. Sure, I can read that. It says unfaithful. You know, like an adulterer, scarlet letter, and all that. See, I know American Lit too. You won't regret letting me on the team. Detective, I've been itching for a shot at homicide, and this is my big break. Okay, so evidence. The burn branding of Chinese symbols says unfaithful. These Chinese symbols are branded on the chest of the victim. Found at Marine Vista Point. They translate to unfaithful. Okay. In our investigation docket, we now have deciphered the strange writings. It says unfaithful, and then in our cards, we have evidence of it. So we have a picture with it saying unfaithful. Alright. So in the office, we have to find a dart, a duck, a pine cone, American statue, a slogan button. It's Lynn's. I have a homicide that I need your help on. A real beauty. She'll break your heart. I need a cause of death. Some idea of the weapon. And I need fingerprints. I'm trying to find out who she is. Claire. I'm on it. I'll call you back when I have something. Alright. Character handoff. During this game, you will play 3 different characters. Lindsay, homicide detective with the San Francisco Police. 2. Claire, forensic examiner extraordinaire. 3. Sydney, newspaper reporter for the San Francisco Chronicles. You can see who you are playing in the upper left of the screen. So right now I'm playing Claire, and we we have crime scene under the Golden Gate Bridge and the forensics lab. So let's head over here because we still have. I have to examine the victim's face and chest, legs, and get the fingerprints and figure out the cause of death. There are no stab or bullet wounds, no sign of blunt force, and there's little deterioration. She hasn't been dead more than 8 to 10 hours. Looks like a brand, like a cattle brand. What kind of monster does something like that? The discoloration in the lips make me suspect an overdose of poison, but I'll have to do some lab work to confirm. I need to examine the hands carefully. There's some dirt and sand that I should clear away. Okay. So we have our tools in our inventory. Alright, we have evidence of a tattoo of a lotus blossom. Half-inch tattoo of a lotus blossom on the right hand of the victim, found at Marine Vista Point. Okay. Let's see. This goes in evidence, and we have a picture of the tattoo of a lotus blossom in there too, along with the burn brand of the Chinese symbol, and along with the diamond stud earring. The body's in good shape. Those prints are as good as they come. I'll have Jacoby get them to Lindsay right away. Alright, we have the fingerprints, right and left thumb, index, middle, ring, and little finger. Case number 13998, victim 91208. And in our docket, we have the fingerprints added now with the writing and the earring. So now I just gotta figure out the weapon and victim ID report. Jacoby, finished? Always the pro player. I'll have the boys move the body to the lab. Be gentle with her, huh? Okay. Room complete. Now I can run my test in the lab. Alright, let's go to the forensics lab. Alright. Oh, there's the body right there. Okay. Items to find in this room. A petri dish, eyedropper, 5 brown bottles. Okay. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Here's a petri dish. Alright, room search complete. You have found all items on the room search list, but there are still puzzles or clues to find here. Okay, let's head over to the computer. We extracted a suspicious substance from the victim's blood. I need to identify it, but I only have a small amount to work with. I'll have to be careful. First, I need to put my chemicals in order. Alright. B used immediately after C. E must use first. D invalid if used before B. A used after E and before B. C invalid if used before A. Okay, E first. And then A used after E and before B. Okay. Invalid if used before B. Used immediately after C. Invalid if used before A. There we go. There my chemicals are in order. Okay, we have E, A, C, B, and D. Alright. Now I need to test each bottle on the petri dish and note the reaction. Okay, we have a substance identifier. Add the following chemicals to the sample. Resultant color: red, blue, green, yellow, black, and purple. Resultant reaction: fizz, boil, smoke, none. And then we have A, B, C, D, and E, which matches our bottles. Okay, so E we have to use first. Yellow smoke. A next. Green C. Blue fizz. B. Purple none. Then D. Green none. Okay, substance found. Jane Doe, a Chinese herb, affects the central nervous system. Headache, nausea, vomiting, stomach ache, sweating, dropping of blood pressure, difficulty in breathing, delirium, spasm, coma, in quantities over 5 mg, causes quick death by respiratory paralysis. Substance illegal in U.S. and most European countries. Used in minute doses as alleged aphrodisiac in some Asian countries. Okay, well that's good. Okay, the victim was given at least 20 mg. I say that was the cause of death. Alright. Okay, we have jurisdictional autopsy report. Name undetermined. Age 23 years. Height 5'4". Identifying marks: hair black, eyes brown, female, weighing between 120 pounds. Presiding coroner Claire Washburn. Autopsy authorized by Lindsay Boxer. I hereby certify that I, Claire Washburn, have performed an autopsy on the body of unidentified female at the San Benito County Coroner's Morgue on the 13th day of September 2008, and that the said autopsy revealed findings. 1. Time of death between 11 p.m. September 11th to 12:30 a.m. September 12th, 2008. Second, cause of death, administration of the Chinese herb Jane Doe in quantities over 20 mg. Death occurred by respiratory paralysis. Body was put into the water post-mortem. 3. Death occurred quickly, no bruising or other signs of a struggle. So, drug was either taken willingly or administered without the victim's knowledge. 4. Victim had never given birth but was sexually active. 5. Tattoo of a small golden lotus blossom found on the right hand. 6. A branding iron was used on the victim's chest. The symbol reads unfaithful. Branding iron used likely in antique, possibly from Chinese feudal days. So for evidence, we have Jane Doe, cause of death, and victim found at Marine Vista Point. This Chinese herb is lethal in doses over 5 mg. It is illegal in the U.S. Okay. Claire, I found the cause of death is not your average MO. My autopsy report and the victim's fingerprints are on their way to you. Good luck. I hope you catch this one. Lindsay, me too. Thanks, Claire. Okay, so now you're playing Lindsay, and then our investigation docket, we have the weapon now, which is the poison, so we have a picture of the poison, and no victims yet, no information yet, no suspects yet. Alright, let's head to the police station. Alright. We have the fingerprints here and the autopsy report. Victim ID report. Alright. Enter a name, check missing persons, check fingerprints. Let's see. Her name is undetermined. There was no ID on the victim, so I don't know. You can use inventory items while using the crime computer. Refer to the autopsy report by clicking on it in your inventory panel and dragging it onto the computer screen. Click the inventory panel again to return the report. Okay, we have the gender, the race, the age, the hair color, the eye color, the weight, and the height. Okay, so her gender, she's a female, and her race, she Asian. Then we have her age between 2 and 23. So in her 20s. And then her hair color and eye color, black and brown. No match found in database for fingerprints. Damn. It looks like we have got a Jane Doe on our hands. ID report. Victim 91208. Name unknown. Sex a female. Address unknown. Marriage unknown. Wife, husband unknown. Parents unknown. Description. The victim does not appear in the ID database or in the missing persons. Classified as a Jane Doe. Victim, Jane Doe. Body found washed ashore at Marina Vista Point at dawn on September 12, 2008. Killed by person or persons unknown sometime between 11 p.m. and midnight the previous night. Investigation complete. Well, that wraps it up. Thank you for joining me. Join me again for the second investigation.